How long do you think it takes a female athlete to run 200 m? For the national level 2 athlete, it's 27 seconds. For the national level 1 athletes, it's 25 seconds. For the top level athlete, it's 24 seconds. But unexpectedly, the girl named Shania was even better. Although she didn't have standard sneakers, she ran faster than the other athletes. During practice, her time was also up to 23.28 seconds. It's still slow, do I need to run again? She asked. Can I do it? Because of Shania's talent, when she participated in the national 200 m race, she reached a record of 22.68 seconds and easily surpassed other competitors. Shania successfully joined the national team, but at the same time she surpassed the top player of the national team, Lisa. Lisa was a perfectionist girl. Her father was a retired national player. Besides her talent, she also worked hard to practice, so she always came out on top. Unexpectedly, she was suddenly overtaken by a stranger. This made Lisa feel unsatisfied. When she first met Shania at the training ground, she wasn't polite to Shania. Let's get to know each other, said Shania. I'm not here to make friends, Lisa said. Actually, Shania wasn't weak at all. On the first day of practice, the coach arranged them to practice together. When they first started practicing, they were serious. However, towards the end of the running track, the two of them started to glance at each other. Indeed, on the second run, they didn't listen to the orders and ran across the finish line. They ran to the last point of the training ground and then stopped. Because both of them disobeyed, the coach punished them. But both of them didn't care. While eating, they also glanced at each other with annoyance. In the second practice, it was a 4x100 meter relay. But Shania had never cooperated with the team members before. The first time she tried running, she made a mistake. The second time she ran, she couldn't even hold a stick. A good teammate told her, trusting teammates is the most important thing. Indeed, on the third run, she succeeded. The national competition finally took place. But that day, Shania had something very strange. During the 200-meter competition, she had an unexpected incident. Because the night before, she and her friends had a drink to congratulate her on getting into the national team. As a result, she was drunk. Furthermore, in the relay, she kept making mistakes. When she gave the stick to the fourth player Lisa, she lost focus. As a result, they were placed at the bottom of the list. So when in the break room, Lisa was extremely displeased. She put all the blame on Shania. The teammates also wanted to defend Shania. However, Shania was annoyed and argued with Lisa. In anger, she decided to leave the team. However, except running, what could Shania do? One evening, she accidentally met the team members. Of course, Lisa was extremely upset when she met Shania. After that, they went to the bar together. While they were happily talking to each other, suddenly some men started touching Lisa. Seeing that, Shania and the other members immediately came over and said harsh words to them. You bastard! Get out now! At this point, the girls started running out of the bar. The other guys also ran after them. But they didn't know, these 4 girls were the fastest girls in the UK. Thanks to this accidental meeting, Shania felt the strength of the team. And this solidarity was extremely necessary for relay running. She finally decided to return to the national team. The day of the national team competition also started. This was the stadium for the athletics competition. All the athletes tried their best to get the prize. Finally, the 200 m race that everyone was waiting for also began. Shania also had faith in this contest. When the gunshot rang out, the players also started running. However, things didn't go as Shania wanted. Shania's achievement was only in 4th place with 22.19 seconds. Meanwhile, Lisa didn't even have a rank. When seeing her father going down, Lisa burst into tears. I'm sorry. Don't show weakness, her father said. Seeing that, her mother stood up to cheer for her. Try your best. Shania had seen everything. At that time, she didn't know that Lisa was born in a family with an athlete father. She would be under great pressure from her father. Before the competition, Lisa's father gave her a gold medal to cheer her up. But unexpectedly, she made her father feel disappointed. Lisa felt embarrassed, so she just hid in the corner and cried loudly. Meanwhile, the 100-meter race was about to start. For Warren, this contest was probably her last. When the gunshots rang out, she began to rush to. But suddenly she screamed and fell to the ground. Shania, the coach and the audience couldn't believe this. Warren was injured, so she could only give up running. The next day, Shania visited Warren. However, Warren wasn't heartbroken at all. Because she noticed Shania's talent long ago. She hoped Shania could bring her wish and her teammates to the relay competition. For the country and also for herself, she had to win a gold medal. Seeing Warren like that, Shania finally agreed. Shania used the identity of a substitute athlete to enter the relay race that she was most afraid of. All the players who came here wanted to win the gold medal. The first stick was extremely favorable. For the second stick, Shania also easily received it. But by the third stick, Shania had to give it to Lisa. This time, they made the mistake again. The contest was also over. It was a pity that the England team didn't make it to the final. However, there was a miracle happening. The referee declared that the French team had broken the rules earlier, so the England team would enter the next round. They finally made it to the finals. This was indeed luck in luck. But with this result, Lisa wasn't still satisfied. At the stadium, she quarreled with Shania. They blamed each other for the bad results. Lisa said that Shania gave her the stick improperly. Meanwhile, Shania said Lisa was running too slowly. The two of them argued fiercely, then Shania suddenly pushed Lisa. Fortunately, the teammates were able to stop them in time. However, a lot of people saw this. The final match would start the next day. If they were like that, how could they win? After thinking carefully, Shania decided to go to Lisa's room. We have a lot in common. What is it? Lisa asked. First of all, we both hate each other. The second thing is that we run very fast. At this point, Lisa still didn't understand what Shania meant. Shania continued to explain. If we overcome difficulties together, we can definitely win. After saying that, she took Lisa to the parking basement. They made a line on the ground and started practicing. But the miracle hadn't appeared yet. Although they ran over and over again, they still didn't succeed. Finally, Lisa said, "This isn't related to the running method. It's because you run faster than me." It turned out Lisa was the last runner before, because she used to be the fastest runner on the team. However, Shania's appearance broke this rule. Therefore, this made the team's results always not good. After that, they changed position each other and then tried again. This time, they finally succeeded. The next time they tried, they were still able to complete it perfectly. The two of them suddenly rushed to hug each other. The final match had also taken place. Gunshots rang out, the first stick passed smoothly. The second stick was still very smooth. On the third stick, Lisa successfully grabbed it. After that, Lisa started to give Shania the stick. Fortunately, Shania also successfully received the stick from Lisa. At this time, in the last race, Shania used all her strength to run forward. The three girls almost reached the finish line at the same time. At this point, they were anxiously waiting for the results on the screen. The winner is the England team. In the end, the England team won. They won the gold medal in the relay race. We've made it. We have succeeded. They hugged each other, then they held the national flag and ran around the stadium. At this moment, they had obtained an honor that few people had. However, what was more precious was that they had gained friendship and growth together.